Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hi there, it's Carrie from KDS Insurance Services. Hope you're having a great week so far. It's Monday and it is a new month. It is March. Springtime is around the corner. Thank goodness. I know we are all looking forward to the springtime. We're going to do another video as the spring gets closer about spring preparedness and what to have done in your house, around your house, for the upcoming storm season, because as we know here in Texas, it can be pretty hairy. So look for that coming video very soon. There's a lot of things happening in the industry. Lots of good things are starting to loosen up, and I'm encouraged that we're going to see some pretty great things happen. I think by mid-summer, I think we're going to see a lot of carriers, a lot of changes, rate reductions I'm hoping for, increased discounts, just a lot of things. There are also two very important class action lawsuits that I want you to be aware of in the state of Texas that could eventually affect everything that we do here in Texas. It could definitely affect the policy language on both fronts here. So it's really important to kind of talk about this. The first thing that is going on is a class action lawsuit against the homeowners companies for the failure to cover tens of thousands of homes as a result of the hurricane that took place last year. That's really important. As a state, as we've all seen, we have been in really, really bad shape, very bad shape. And it has seen a huge dramatic influence on our opportunities for carriers, those carriers who are willing to offer us insurance, and then, of course, rates. Rates have been out of control, and there is a very large class action lawsuit against these companies for failure to pay for homeowners' claims. And it's many carriers. It's just not one culprit. It's many carriers. And the reason the majority of these claims were denied was because of the terminology in the Texas homeowners policy across the board with all carriers. And it's the language dealing with wear and tear. Well, as we know, if we live in Texas, there is absolutely no way you or I or any consumer can protect our home from wear and tear. Even metal roofs are going to get wear and tear. It is simply impossible to protect your home completely from wear and tear. It is going to have it. The most important thing that you can do so your claim is not denied, so you can fight with the carrier, is to make sure that you have 10 to 15 feet clearance all around your house from trees. On the right, on the left, on the top, around your house completely. And make sure it is at least 10. I actually feel more comfortable with 15 feet. And then there cannot be any discrepancy that your trees are causing wear and tear. That's part of it. What I'm also thinking is happening is these insurance companies are going to get to a point where they're not going to replace roofs. Well, they've already started, a lot of the carriers, of staggering the payment levels based upon the age of your roof. So if your roof is over 5 years old, they're not going to pay you full replacement cost. If it's 10, it's going to be less, 15 less, 20 less, 25 less. And so they're staggering what they're willing to pay you based upon how old your roof is. Okay? That's really important. What I feel is going to happen is at some point, they're going to stop paying for roofs that are over 5 years old. I believe this. I had a client who got denied a claim for a 7-year-old roof because it was, quote unquote, it had wear and tear on it. So they refused to pay for it. So how do we fix this as consumers? Well, I have always been an advocate to take a very high deductible, because the higher the deductible that you take, the lower your premium is, which means you are controlling your money and not the insurance company. Why would you take a lower deductible and pay the insurance company more money? unless, of course, you just financially can't come up with a deductible. But you got to start putting away, in my opinion, money towards insurance claims and self-insure the first portion of these claims, just like you would do on your auto. Because the insurance companies, unless the class action lawsuit is successful in changing the language of the policy, 5-year-old roofs, anything over that, they're not going to pay you. That's just my opinion, but my opinion is backed up by seeing 13 of my own clients in the last year go through this exact thing with the same denial across the board from multiple carriers. And these are big A+ rated carriers that are just, they don't want to do it. So I think as a consumer, I'm going to be replacing my roof every 5 to 7 years. So in the event that it happens in year 8, I have a lot better opportunity and a lot better chance to fight with my carrier and say, okay, I've replaced it in 20, I've replaced it again in 26, I've replaced it again in 30 or 35. And then that way we are not completely at the mercy of these insurance companies that are just, they don't want to pay you they don't want to pay you $2 if they can pay you $1. And they're going to do it every day. And they're going to try to deny claims every day. I hate to say that, but that is the state of our insurance industry, and it is a direct result of the last 4 years of a horrific economy. Sorry, I had somebody walking in my office. So I think that is very, very important. I do also think that because auto insurance has become astronomically expensive, most people are paying more for their auto insurance if they have a house that's under $300,000 in value than they are for the house. And that's just ridiculous, in my opinion. I think it is absolutely extortion. And I think what is going to happen is the state insurance pool, which is now available for liability only, I do think the state is going to have to be forced into providing everyone the opportunity, if they have a loan on their vehicle, to buy comp and collision from the state. I feel it's coming unless there is a drastic change from our government in getting the economy under control in a very quick fashion. Because 2 cars, each car is costing $200, some of them $300 a month. Nobody can afford that unless you are independently wealthy. And so I do feel like that is coming very quickly. So watch the Texas Department of Insurance, because there are big class action lawsuits going on right now. And I do feel like we're going to see some consumer advantaged changes being implemented here in the state of Texas. It's really important. The main reason for my message today is sort of an urgent message that I need to get out to you. And this video is going to post to you Tuesday, the 4th of March. I unfortunately have to have emergency surgery on my shoulder. My shoulder surgery in December has completely failed, and I now need an emergency reconstruction of my shoulder, which will take place on Wednesday, March the 5th. I'm going to be completely unavailable for the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. I hope to be well enough and home, recuperated enough to be working next week, a few hours a day. Unfortunately, it's just me right now, and this came very unexpectedly, very suddenly, and it is not, I don't have an option. I have to have it done. I have a significant failure, and it's got to be taken care of ASAP. So please, on those 3 days, March 5th, 6th, and 7th, if you have an emergency, please call your carrier on those days, the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and let them know I'm out of the office, and they should be able to help you. If for some reason they are not able to help you, please go ahead and send me an email or send me a text message. I will be checking them to the best of my ability. And if it is an emergency situation, I will try to figure something out for you. But first line of defense is to call the carrier and just explain what the situation is, and they should be able to help you. All the changes that would happen in those days, like if you buy a car or need some other change, please hold off on that until next week, and then send me an email or leave me a voicemail, and I will get to it as quickly as I can the following week. Please do remember, though, that you cannot leave change information like a new vehicle, for example. That can't be done on the voicemail system. I do need to either speak to you or get an email, and then I can make those changes for you one day next week. So here we go. Springtime is around the corner. Thank you so very much, everyone, for your continued support, your continued loyalty, and I look forward to these great changes coming. We're already seeing things starting to loosen up. Germania has returned to the marketplace, which is a huge indicator. They've been gone for 3 years. They are the oldest, most stable, conservative insurance company in the state of Texas. And for them to come back with all new business, they opened it all up for new business, that's a very, very good sign. And so I hope that we continue to see carrier after carrier come back and more carriers come to the state of Texas. I do believe we're going to see that too. So that's the message for you today on this Monday, March the 3rd. I look forward to keep talking to you guys. I will be back in the office again, as I said, next week with limited hours, but I hope to get 5 or 6 hours in that week, and then the following week I should be good to go. And I am very sorry for any inconvenience this might cause you, but it's completely out of my control, and it has to be done stat. So God bless you. Thank you again for always being what brightens my day, taking care of you, and I love to hear from you, so never hesitate to reach out to do that. And remember, if you've got upcoming renewals, now especially, please get with me, send me a message and let me know what's going on, and I can start to work through those for you next week. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a blessed day, and God bless our amazing United States of America. I'll talk to you the next time. Take care.